Hello again, wonderful world, beautiful people. It is an amazing Monday morning to give God the glory. Give God the glory. Give God the glory. And He will give you and He will give you the victory. Yes, Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to all of you, my subscribers, likers, sharers, and commenters. This is the Glades Garden Girl over here in Zone 10, Florida. So this morning, I want to give a very special welcome to all of my newest, Neewest, newest subscribers. I appreciate you clicking that subscribe button. You're doing me a favor and yourself a favor because in the presence of the Lord there is fullness of joy, and that is what you're going to be experiencing on this channel apart from learning how to grow your own food, all right? And to my returning subscribers, you're equally welcome, and the gratitude is extended to you equally, all right? So don't feel bad, but I really appreciate the new subscribers coming on board. All right, guys. So as I was saying, today is a great day to have a great day, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, it is a good feeling to be alive, to be amongst the living and not amongst the dead. To God be the glory. Hallelujah. But anyways, so a few days ago, guys, I started a little project for my garden, and it was kind of sort of not so successful. I want to share with you how I will be fixing that little problem that I experienced, all right? And I am hoping for the best, keeping my fingers crossed. Let me get into that video right now. All right, so I will see you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. In the meantime, continue to give God the glory, and He will give you the victory. All right, guys, so first up, I have two drills, this one, and they will be used for different things. I have these two, what we call in Jamaica, pipe cocks. I have a marker, I have my jigsaw, I have some, this is not glue. What is this again? When I remember, I'll tell you. This is tape to use with the pipe, my protection glasses, some gloves, my scissors, and I have two covers, and these are going to be used as templates. This one is to cut out the top of the barrel, and this one is to cut this mosquito net. Yes, guys, so this is some silicone, and I think I have another pair of gloves that I will be using when I'll be using the silicone. All right, so let's start working before it starts to rain. So I will be putting these on, and this is what I'll be doing next. Here's the circle that I made in the top, and I am going to cut this out now. But before I cut it, guys, I have to drill a hole. And this is a fairly new drill. It's my very first time using it. I bought it for my garden purposes, and the name of it is Garden Joy. I got the job done. Alright, so before I add the mesh on top of here, I am going to drill a hole somewhere down here. So guys, I forgot to show you my tape, and I'm going to measure 2 inches from the bottom of the barrel, or should I say 1.5 inches, 3. Let me say 4 inches. 4 inches. Let me see where now this is the drill that I'll be using to make the hole for the pipe, and it's a 7/8 bit. Alright guys, so this drill is about to die. I have to go and charge it. Alright, so before I charge that drill, let me go ahead and try the pipe cock to see if it can hold in here, because I didn't get that thing to put on the inside of this. Alright, so it's a little bit big, and that is why I have this. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. And guys, this is my very first time doing this, and I've never done this before. But I have watched my son and other plumbers, whenever they come to the house to do jobs back home, and even here. So you have to take your time and wrap this thing, because it is so thin. See? Lord have mercy. I don't think I'm doing it right, but it's worth a try. It's worth a try, guys. It's worth a try. Alright, I am going to break it and see if this is enough. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do? Let me get those other gloves. Alright, so I am going to use some of the silicone, because the silicone will be able to seal it from the inside, and I'm going to put a very thick layer on it. And then when I insert this, I will be sealing around the edges of as well, to ensure that there is no leakage. And I will leave this to dry. As a matter of fact, I'm going to set it in place where I want to catch the water. Should in case the rain comes, it will already start to full water. So this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm putting this silicone around this area. No, this isn't a clean cut, so let me get rid of this piece here. This was not a clean cut. All right. Okay, I am not going to smooth out the silicone. So my reason of wearing the gloves is because I don't want it to get on my hands. All right. So that's it right there. When it's dry, I'm going to put another coat of silicone around the edge to see how well it's going to hold it. So I'm going to leave this in that position while I'm going to move it, as a matter of fact, and then I'm going to cut the top of another barrel. Alright guys, so I did manage to do 3 of the barrels, but it was just this one that have the pipe cocked to it, and as you can see there is water leaking from this right now because I have to put water in there to test it, and so far there's not a lot of water that is coming from there, but it's working pretty fine. Okay, so today I am going to use this Gorilla Glue to fix the problem right there. And guys, this is actually not my first time using the Gorilla Glue. So this Gorilla Glue, once it comes in contact with water, it works perfectly fine. Looks like I didn't even, oh Lord, cut this thing off. I have to cut the top off. Okay, I guess this happens to the best of us, eh? So eager to get something done, we forget to do an important thing. Alright, so here I go. Add in the Gorilla Glue. Wow, I think I'm going to need my gloves for this one though. But I know it will work because once it gets in contact with water, it is going to stop the leak. This is even getting bigger right now. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Let me turn it off. Ugh. Water is not behaving itself right now. Alright guys, so I'm going to let out this water all the way down below the pipe to see if I can seal it. Alright, so I guess I have to wait on that one for a minute, but in the meantime I'm going to plug the hole in this one right here. Okay guys, I'm about to cut this barrel. So for the first one I used this 7/8 bits and it's too big, so now I'm going to use this 3/4 inch bit. I think this one should work fine because I believe that the end of this thing is 3/4 inch. So let me go ahead and try it. It's a very long drill bit, so I have to be very careful. So I'm gonna try this now. It looks like it's gonna be a perfect fit. I'll be so happy. And it is a perfect fit. It is a perfect fit. See that, guys? I can actually screw it right in. But before I do this, I am going to put some of the Gorilla Glue on this, wet it and screw it in and leave it in place for it to dry. Yummy! So guys, don't be afraid to do experiments in your garden, okay? Don't be afraid. Alright, so now remember, because the Gorilla Glue swells when it gets in contact with water, I am using my water spray bottle to spray this. Then I'm going to add the Gorilla Glue all around this. I mean all the way around. It might even expand when it is done drying, but you can always clean that off. All right, and then I might actually use the silicone around. As a matter of fact, I don't think I have to use the silicone, guys, because this is going to do the job. And ensure that the your handle can spin all the way around. Let me see if I can tighten it a little bit more. All right, so that looks good. And let me put a little bit more. That looks like it. So now I know that going forward, if I'm going to do another one of this project, I should not use a 7/8 bit. I should actually use a 3/4 inch bit instead. All right, so let's wait on this one to dry, and then I'm gonna do the other one up there. I'll be right back. Refueling time. Yeah, so this is a jelly. This is actually better than Gatorade. So if you're working in the garden and you're in a tropical state or a tropical country, instead of having a Gatorade, just go and grab a jelly, all right? It's also packed with a lot of nutrients. I didn't research it, so I'm not able to tell you what type of nutrients it has right now, but I'm pretty sure it do have a lot of nutrients. All right, so I am about to show you what I did so far with the rainwater barrels, and I do have a little more adjustment to make on them, but I believe maybe in the other video or so I will share it with you guys, or I might share it with you at the end of this video, because guys, trust me, I mean, work just keeps showing up in this garden. It's like every time you turn there is something new to do. You have to be very focused, very focused, for you to complete one task in the garden and not leaving it and go to another. All right, so let me just finish my jelly, and then I will show you what I did with the water barrels. Okay, people, so this is what I have. Let me first test these two. They are now dry. I know the water pressure is not going to be forced, because there is not a lot of water in it anyways, but at least they are not leaking. See that? But as for this one, guys, yeah, the water is out and so is the pipe cork. So now I'm gonna take off this threading and I'm going to do it like this one. All right, but this is going to be done behind the scenes. I still have something to share with you guys. So y'all see this mesh on top here? So this is some mesh that I bought to cover my cabbages. I was actually trying it on this and it did a partial good job because it kept the debris from going down in the barrel, as you can see. But it is so thin. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use this piece of window mesh that I have. It's an old broken garden gate, DIY garden gate. So I'm going to cut this and I will be putting it on top of the barrels. So until next time, guys, you keep on blessing God over and over again. And if you want to put it this way, you keep on praising God over and over again. Yes, you keep on blessing God over and over again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in another video.